What a scenic, snowy village in this beautiful 1.18 terrain. But what's this? Half of this village actually generated in a cave, and not just in a cave, but also intersecting an amazing amount of abandoned mineshaft, making this be a true underground village. Starting from the spawn point here, we kind of go down this cliff to this huge ravine. And if we kind of follow the river up northwest here, we get to this massive open cave you can see here. Just up here we come to our first cave village. And this cave village is super awesome because not only do we have a decent amount of the village up here, which is pretty cool, we also have the other half of the village right down here in this massive cave. And you can actually see here there is 1, 2, 3, 4, and actually 5 village houses right down here. There's villagers that are spawning down here as well. I saw some earlier. And this actually seamlessly integrates into this amazing abandoned mineshaft. And this abandoned mineshaft is full of these really cool oak log pillars and the birch planks. So you actually have basically a seamless integration from the village right into the abandoned mineshaft, which really does make the village feel even more like it is in the cave. And this is quite a big abandoned mineshaft that kind of sprawls all across this massive cave, which is just insane. And because it's all open, it's almost like you're in a big bowl and you can kind of look up at the edge there. So absolutely amazing feature, and that is super close to spawn. What makes this seed truly remarkable is the fact that if we travel back somewhat towards the spawn point, there's actually a second village that generated partially in a cave, which is absolutely rare, and it's really cool that we have that. So there's the spawn point. Instead of going down there, we're going to go north and east, which is right over here. And you can see there is a bit of the village here. Now this village doesn't have quite as much of it in a cave as the other one did, but it's still pretty cool because here we have the majority of the village. You can see here a decent amount of buildings. We have some nice blue ice igloos, just all kinds of nice buildings and things here, which is really cool. But if we actually go right over here, you'll see there's a bit of a cave entrance, and going down here into this massive open cave, what do we have but actually a villager house with a bunch of villagers and this super cool town center thing. It's actually funny because the villagers might actually fall down here because they'll all be trying to get to this, because this is what the villagers consider the center of the village to be, is this structure. So I think this is pretty cool. You actually have this really cool thing underground, and this is actually a very large cave around here as well, and it goes right into this dripstone cave. Now this is an absolutely huge dripstone cave, and it's a little bit hard to see. You can even see it goes all the way down here. So it's just a huge cave system, and the coolest part is that this entire cave system's entrance all comes over here from this village here. So you could have yourself a ladder or something going down here, and you could actually have like that village be like an outpost. There's even an iron golem that spawned down there that's kind of protecting the villagers there. But overall, it's just a super cool thing because we have this beautiful village that even has an underground component. Also, something you might have noticed from spawn here is that just north here we actually have a really big ice spikes biome that kind of just borders on the edge of this village. Now this ice spikes biome has a huge amount of the ice spike formations and is actually quite large, and inside of this ice spikes biome is something very special. You might have seen it. It's actually right over here. It's this awesome ruin portal right here. So we have this pretty neat ruin portal. We have a nice design here, and it's just right in the middle of this ice spikes. So if we take a look in the chest here, we can see that this ruin portal has 2 obsidian, a golden apple, an unbreaking 1 hoe, a curse of vanishing hoe, 13 or 14 gold nuggets, some boots, and golden horse armor. Certainly not the best loot, but there is also these 2 gold blocks here, as well as some nether blocks around here. So this could be a really cool way of getting yourself a decent amount of gold early game, and it is so close to this very nice village. Also from this village, we can see right over here we actually have a floating igloo house. This is really funny because this igloo house is literally being attached by just the entrance right here, and it's actually powder snow entrance. You can see I'm kind of sinking down in there a little bit, but if we break through the powdered snow, we have ourselves a little igloo here. We have our redstone torch and our furnace and crafting table. This one actually would have a basement on it. You can tell because there's this trapdoor. This trapdoor literally just goes down onto the ground there, so it's like a trapdoor to nothing because it did generate so much in the air there. But still, it's kind of a cool little thing and a good way to get yourself a bed if you want one. It's also cool as well because if we kind of travel over here to near the coast of this place, we can see we have this huge cliffs formation. And again, this is quite close to spawn, and of course all the coordinates are on the screen if you want to check any of this out yourself. We can see here that we basically have our nice frozen ocean here. And this is basically actually a lake, but this lake is bordered by just absolutely insane terrain. So we have here this just crazy cliff face here. And right here, of course, we have this massive cave entrance, which is awesome, which kind of goes into this really big cave. Not a particular biome in this cave, but still just amazingly large cave. And this could be really cool to maybe build a base in or something. I could just imagine having like a base here and just kind of looking out through there. Almost looks like teeth, like of a mouth looking outside of a mouth or something, like you might see in like a shark movie or something. But either way, I think that's really, really cool. And of course, we have these big cliffs around here and just really, really interesting terrain. Back at the world spawn of this amazing seed, if we go to the west, past this frozen river here, and kind of down it here, we're going to make our way over to the ocean, right over here, and there's actually two really cool features in this ocean. First of all is a second ruin portal, which is awesome. We can go down here and see it's actually almost completely filled in. If this was obsidian, it'd be really cool. We also have ourselves some obsidian, flint and steel, some flint, a little bit of the iron nuggets there, a golden apple, a chestplate with thorns 3, and a mending golden axe, which is kind of cool, as well as of course some nether blocks and stuff here. But in this same ocean, if we go just down over here, right past here, past all this ice, we have just under the water here, a shipwreck, which is super awesome. Now this is kind of concealed by the ice there, but it's pretty easy to get to because if we go just under here, we can find ourselves all of the treasure chests. So this one has coal and rotten flesh, nothing crazy there. This chest has some paper, feathers, and a buried treasure map. And if we go just down here into where the third treasure chest is, which I believe is just over here in the captain's quarters, we can see here we have the loot chest, and in there we have ourselves a really good amount of iron, 14 iron, some iron nuggets, some gold nuggets, a gold ingot, and 4 emeralds. And this is really cool because getting your starting iron in Minecraft 1.18 is actually considerably harder than in Minecraft 1.17, so that's a really cool feature as well. Now from the shipwreck here, if we just go straight south past all the icebergs here, we'll make our way over here to a second shipwreck just over here. And if we go inside the shipwreck, this one also has a decent amount of loot. We have here some gold, some emeralds, some lapis, some iron, as well as some iron and gold nuggets, which is pretty cool. And if we continue to look in here, we'll also find ourselves back here, a second chest, which has a buried treasure map, paper, feathers, and a compass, which is awesome. And from here, we can see right over here, we actually have ourselves a guardian temple. And this guardian temple is actually somewhat close to spawn. So if we go over here, we can see we have this awesome temple, which is really cool. If we go inside of it, we can see that, oh, there's a sponge room, which is awesome. So you can get yourself some sponge there pretty easily. And that's also really nice for draining out areas, especially since with all the wide rivers in 1.18, you're probably going to have a lot more use for sponges, as there'll be a lot more things to dry. So, would you like this amazing Minecraft seed for your own? Well, no worries, the seed is on the screen right now, and if you type that in under more world options, when creating a world in Minecraft 1.18 or higher, you'll get this amazing Minecraft seed for your very own. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to press the like button, make sure to subscribe, comment, share, so your friends can play this amazing seed as well. Hopefully you all have an amazing day, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye!